Hi, I'm Shannon, and I am so glad you're here today. I have this card to share with you today. It is just packed with fun techniques, and I am excited to show you how to make it. I'm starting off with a note card, a white note card, and 5 ink pads. These 5 colors: Pool Party, Coastal Cabana, Bermuda Bay, Pacific Point, Night of Navy. Will make a beautiful ombre from light to dark as we use each one. And then I've also got 5 little strips of scrap paper that are a half inch wide. They need to be long enough to cover over the note card, which is 3.5 inches. So that's how wide they would be. And then I have some temporary adhesive, which I'm going to use to attach these to the card. So to make the strips about the same width, I'm going to start down right, well, let's see, I think I need to do a little less then, so that we can fit all the strips on. And don't obsess over these being perfect. There might be some that are a little longer than others. This is a handmade card, so it's perfectly flawed in my opinion. Like all handmade items, that's how they're supposed to be. And that's looking pretty good, I think. Pretty equal. You never really know though till you get to the last one. So you may get to the last one and have to pull some of those up, which is one reason for the temporary adhesive. The other reason is you're going to remove them at some point. So, all right, that looks pretty good. So then the top and bottom are a little less. Perfect. Okay, let's start first with Pool Party. Now, because there are 6 strips there, and we have 5 colors, I'm going to do a little more generous on the light as we go down the card, because you can always add more dark, but start off with light just to make sure that it doesn't get too heavy on the dark. And I really like it if all of the white is gone. So you can see here, it's looking pretty good. This one is even looking better, but there's still kind of some white speckles in there. So I like to keep going until the color is a little deeper. But as I said, we can always come back and do more. So let's stop there and add a little Coastal Cabana. Now I'm going to use the same blending brush for the whole thing. So if we do have to come back and add more Pool Party, I'll have to kind of wipe it off a little bit, but that's okay. It doesn't take too long. And then I'll go back to that one up there and blend just not the whole strip, but just a little bit into the strip. And then this one needs to be full Coastal Cabana, so I'll really give it a nice dark color. Yeah, that's looking good. All right, and as these colors dry and settle into the card, they will become a little darker too, kind of blend together. Next up, Bermuda Bay. And then again, go back to this strip and add a little darkness on the lower half of that strip. It's looking cool. I love ink techniques. They are really fun and really great when you're wanting to get creative, because like I said, they always look a little bit different, and it's really like helpful to embrace just seeing what happens. This is Pacific Point. Okay. And this I feel like is where we're kind of going from green blue to blue blue, so it's really important to blend those colors so they look like they merge together nicely. That's looking awesome. And then I'm going to add Pacific Point down here too, so it will kind of give the Night of Navy a little bit of a base. Our last color. Okay, before I do Night of Navy, I'm going to see if I need to add anything else. I think I might add a little Coastal Cabana back here. And there's a chance that I might get some Pacific Point there, but that's okay. That could be cool. Okay, darken that one up a little bit. It's looking good. Let's add Night of Navy down here. Yeah, that's looking awesome. I think I'm going to make that dark though. There we go. And just a touch up into this strip. Help that blending. Okay, whew! It already looks so cool, and we haven't even removed the strips yet. I'll get all my ink pads closed and get those out of the way. And let's take these off and see how that looks. The temporary adhesive is left behind, so I'll use my adhesive remover to take that off. Ugh, that looks incredible. I love it so much. Now, here's the thing about this stage. The ink is still really susceptible to being moved around, and so you want to touch it as little as possible. This little project, it has lots of opportunity because there's so much ink. It has lots of opportunity for little mistakes. Now I need to go back to my Bermuda Bay because I'm going to do the greening next. Before I start using the pink ink, I'm going to make sure to finish this up. Oh, I already touched that and got some ink right there. I need to go wash my hands. That's what I need to do. There's already a spot on there, but I think we can work with that. So let's try that. With Bermuda Bay, a little something to brighten your day. And then we'll add little itty bitty hearts with Pool Party, like that. And then the final step here is a little bit of ribbon. Now, I have a ribbon technique. I wanted to use the denim ribbon. I just love this denim ribbon. And I wanted to have a nice big bow, but the ribbon was just kind of bulky. It was a little much for this card. So I am going to trim about 1/3 of the ribbon off. And this ribbon has a tendency to fray. So then I'm going to use a little fire. Everybody wants to use fire on the card, right? A little, like a cigarette lighter, to fix these edges so that they don't fray. So just about 1/3 of the ribbon is being cut off. There we go. And then this will keep the ends from fraying. You just gotta, well, let's see. I'm doing it too long. Just to barely touch with that to keep that. There we go. All right, now we're ready to put it into our little greeting here. A little something to brighten your day. I really hope, oh, I didn't get this end. I hope this card brightens somebody's day when I send it to them. It would brighten my day if I got this in the mail because it is a really fun card. Okay. Then the best way for this bow, I tried it a lot of different ways, and the best way is just to do the bunny ears, I think they call it, and to do them opposite like that, and then just wrap the longer end around and put it through. And like I said, I wanted a nice big bow so that you could really get a good, I don't know, a good view, or you could really see what the ribbon was like. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, there we go. Let's see, that's catching a little bit. I need to pull that through just a tad. There we go. Okay, then you can kind of play around with those ears to see how big you want them. Cute. That is pretty much ready for our card. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the little hearts and keep those there. Oh, first I need to, where is my adhesive remover? I need to remove this little adhesive here. You can do it with your fingers sometimes, but because I am worried about getting ink on the white strips, I'll do it this way. There's nothing like going to all this work on an awesome card and then getting a big old splotch where you don't want it. But as I said, it was a handmade card. And those people that appreciate handmade things would know that. We'll see I'm getting a few little dots here and there of the blue, but that's okay because I'm going to be putting the hearts on it, so I'll probably be able to cover those up. Okay, so moving on to our hearts. I've cut out a bunch of hearts with this amazing glimmer paper, and I am going to, well, here, I'll show you one that I've done already. So here's one that I've done the edges with Melon Mambo ink. You can see what a difference that makes. I felt like this pink was a little too baby pink, and I wanted to add some depth to it. So just take a little sponge or a sponge dauber and add around the edges. And you can take it as far into the heart as you would like, but a couple times around the heart is good. And then I think that was still good. You can see the difference there, but this one still has a darker edge around the heart. So I just dragged it right through just the very tip around the heart so that it would really have a nice contrast when placed on the card. Okay, so that's finished, and I've got all of these hearts that I've already done, and they're ready for placement on our card. How exciting. Okay, so I'll just get these here now. This is the part where I got to be really careful. I'm rubbing my hands on my pants. Hopefully I'll get rid of all the pink so I don't get splotches that I don't really want. But just a little bit of seal to stick these down. There we go. So let's see, how many hearts do I have? 5 big hearts and 5 or 6 little hearts. Seemed about the right amount for me with this project. I think you could add a bunch more and just really cover it. But I didn't want to cover up more of the stripes because I think that's such a cool part of this card. This one is meant to be down. It's kind of hanging off the card. And now we've got all these little ones. These would probably be better with mini glue dots, but this is the adhesive I have handy right here, so we'll just go with it. And just a couple more. This is the fun part of trying to decide when to say when. Well, that's not covering, so let's see if we can find a mini glue dot. Nope, no mini glue dots. Oh, there we go. Okay. Put this right over here. So it will peekaboo out that way. And I'll cover up those little blue splotches. And there we go. Okay, that's looking amazing. And finally, we will add just a little bit of dimensionals, 2 dimensionals on this. And put it right there where we have kind of a space, where we left a space. Cute! That's it. Hope you have some fun with your ink techniques, and thanks for watching. So glad that you are here with me today. See you next time. Bye-bye.